Hey, what's up, universe? It is 2:30 p.m. on Friday, June 9th, 2023. I am just realizing that today would have been, I'm not sure the number of year anniversary of my parents being married. And actually today's the day of a number of things, honestly. On my story, I just shared a post from We Are Man Enough about Andrew Garfield, and he was talking about his mom, and it just struck me because it seems to be synchronistic. This morning I went to go visit my mom in the hospital, and I'm grateful to have had the opportunity to do that. And that wasn't a guarantee, she may not have been available for that, so I'm grateful that she was available. I'm grateful that I was also available to share that experience with her. I spent probably close to 3 hours or so there, and I have not unpacked everything from that visit. I honestly haven't even sat with it that much. And there's kind of a lot there. There's so much I could talk about, and it's all little tangents. And the things that are coming to my mind right now aren't even related to my mom. It's just about the experience of a hospital in general, and just how it does not seem conducive for health. Honestly, it's very sterile and systematic. And when I mean sterile, I don't mean clean. I mean it does not appear to be holistic. I'll put it this way. And I was observing this as one of the doctors was talking to my mom, or I'm going to call her a doctor. I believe she was. Obviously very good in her field, knew what she was talking about, no question. And yet it felt to me that there was this disconnection from the whole. And this goes back to that TED Talk that I really like by, I think it's Dave Epstein, about how falling behind can get you ahead, and just about like these different, having exposure to different, how do we want to say, skill sets or scenarios or experiences actually bring in a more holistic and wider view of things. Now, I don't know this woman. I'm not looking to judge her that way. I was simply, what I'm basing this feeling off of right now is simply based off how she was describing some things to my mom. And it just didn't feel like there was a broader interpretation or incorporation or integration of other potentials outside of a very narrow realm of possibility. And I've encountered this in my own field as well, being in IT. I've definitely have been given problems and go down a certain path based upon certain prognoses and like things like this, and then only to find that was a dead end, and to find that there's something that didn't quite make sense, but then it was like, that's still the cause, you know what I mean? So again, it's not related to my mom, but back on track here though, specific to my mom, that was I only bring up that experience with that doctor, because I mean, this is my, it's any of us, I believe, that have loved ones in the hospital, that it just is an interesting thing to witness. And there's a lot I could just talk about. I was just present with my state And I found my particular inner state interesting while I was present. Like, there wasn't this energy of antagonism or defensive-ness within me, within myself, that I could feel when I'm around my family. My cousin was there. Not that I've ever felt that with my cousin, but my mom and I have had those feelings inside of me when I've hung out with my mom, and I know that she has too, and it's part of the reason we haven't necessarily hung out a lot over the last few years. My middle sister showed up, and that was interesting because I haven't seen her in a little bit, like a year or two. And just checking in with myself on how that felt. And so I'm really grateful to have been able to see and speak and share space with some of my family that I haven't in a while. And then there's just seeing my mom in a hospital and watching her. She's my mom. Like, I've watched her for a large part of my life, and I just know that there's a lot more going on beneath the surface for my mom than she is speaking to. And it made me really curious. It made me really curious about my mom and how safe she feels about talking about her emotions or her feelings. Like, because I just pay attention to words. There was a lot of up here, and then thinking. And I know my mom, she's got a big heart, yet that particular place, speaking to and from, and the vulnerability, and maybe it's just because it's me. I mean, that's totally possible. Given our relationship, that she may not feel safe to do that with me. So I can't hold that against her, and I'm not. I'm just speaking to. I was able to observe that there is definitely things going on for her beneath the surface. And I have compassion towards that because I believe that I can sense some of what she may be processing. There's thoughts going around in my mind, and I'm not necessarily willing to speak them right now. Yeah. So, like I said, I haven't had a lot of time to just sit and unpack with this. So I don't need to take up a lot of space here, a lot of time. I just wanted to note that I'm grateful for having the opportunity to see my mom, to be present with her, to see my cousin, to see my sister, to share that time and that space. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful. So I'm going to go ahead and continue on with my day. I appreciate your time and space. And thank you for journeying with me. Thanks for being a part of this. Yeah. All right. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. And no, I'm not completely grounded. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try. And I'm doing this for us to become grounded and centered. Thank you again. Thanks for being here. I may still be a little off base, but I'm trying. All right, I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.